All right, what's going on, everybody? Hope all is well, man. Welcome again to the Cinnamon channel. Um, welcome to the Cinnamon channel. Okay, I gotta call her back. Hold on, y'all. Right. Yeah, it's the Cinnamon channel, man. Hopefully everything is well with y'all. I just want to say this, go into this with you guys, man, because now, man, we're really seeing a shift in the movie world in the film, like in cinema, man. Because honestly, I remember those that watch sports. Because I was talking to somebody about this in Former Mills, the other day, actually like 2 days ago. Um, we're seeing like even in sports, right? I remember Colin Cowherd gave a good example, and then now even though the Knicks, New York, big like probably the biggest market is that in Los Angeles, L.A., California, you know, they have won over the years in this decade and of course decades and before. But now we're in a time period where, like for example, sports. Well, you don't even have to be a big market to win anymore. People want to play there. It's not really about that, honestly. Because look at Kansas City, honestly, like the dynasty that they had, or you know or even last year's NBA Finals, OKC, and now to the film world side, to the to the movie side of things. Now it's like you have these independent filmmakers or these YouTubers, like that's coming doing directors from YouTube or doing little short films, man. They're blowing out box office. They're blowing out. They killing it at the box office, man. And also too, this even like as far as quality and content as well. As far as like quality as well, it's like they're making just as good, if not better, movies than these major like big name directors or like major blockbusters, man. So that's really the shift in what we're seeing now, and and I'm glad that that's happening. Also, too, is coming movies are coming back to theaters because after the whole COVID thing, right? Everything. Well, even still to today, all these movies are heading to Netflix and online, Amazon, stuff like that, man. No, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, man, there's a lane for everybody, but I like the traditional way of movies being back in theaters. Honestly, now there's a lot of reasons to that, honestly, and more those that are more knowledgeable than me could probably share. I'm pretty sure you people out there that are in that, honestly, that do movies or directors or are in that, like that world can probably educate me on that more. But that's really what it's about, honestly. It's about like it's more that happening now, and it's more of like cause see the success of Obsession and Back Rooms and stuff like that. These are independent YouTube filmmakers, but they're like they're making just as good movies, and like they're kind of outselling like franchises, like doing better than like, even though I like Star Wars, the recent Mandalorian things of that nature, but those were even like doing better than that, man. So this is really a shift in the paradigm that we're seeing, honestly. So and I think it's good, and I think it's pretty good, man, because it's like more people are just. That's a good thing about you know the internet technology and social media things of that nature. And not saying that there weren't, and pretty sure even back in the days, not saying there's plenty of like good independent filmmakers and stuff like that are back in the days and things and in generations past. But now with the rise of technology, like people could get that, they can get it out more, honestly, like um so yeah, that's what I just really wanted to talk about that with y'all. I really I forgot what I was going to say, but I forgot another point I was going to make. I really forgot it, but yeah, that's really the thing about it, is it's really not, it's always about the quality, honestly. And you know honestly, at the end of the day, how big or how small, man. That's why I like underground. That's why I love, even with movies. It's always good to get up and coming talent, I should say, because even with music, like I like underground or indie artists or underground rap. I've been loving underground rap for years, man. Like the atmospheres, the Mortal Techniques, the Planet Asia's, like these guys, they've been there for decades, but those are some that come off the top of my head. Even but also too, like even in the movies, like having independent movies, lesser known, man. Some of them just as good as well known names. 'Cause that's what I really don't like about certain things a lot of time too, is like and of course you gonna have name recognition and things of that nature, but man, it's really about the quality. Is it, are you good or not at the end of the day, man? So that's just is what it is, man. I just really want to come and talk about that, man, because I really see that we're really seeing a shift, and this kind of been going on for years, honestly. Like this shift in the paradigm of independent movies, and having an impact, man. And now these YouTubers, man, they're having good success, man. So making just like so, that's why it's if you are that if you are a independent filmmaker, YouTube, or actor, or musician, stuff like that, man, this is the lane. This is time for you, man. And also, it's been like that in the past too, but now it's really like because I know there's plenty of even like example like the rapper Tech Nine, right? He has money, dude. He has like a lot. He has actually a lot of money, more than these more than rappers on a major label, man. So that's just like that's just what it is. Also, too, he's better than most that's out on these big labels, man. But that's just is what it is. We're just using that as an example, man. But yeah, I just wanted to come in and say that, man. So anyway, hopefully, you guys check out those movies, and also too, man, if you are up and coming like director, man, it's not. Things can happen for you, man. Now you got certain people, man. They just want to do that, and they don't really want like and rightfully so. They just don't want all that attention. They don't really want they like the core like base that they have. But some they do it independent, but they don't mind like having a release in theaters, things of that nature. So it's kind of a balanced thing. So anyway, peace.